Open up, Kowalski! Open up! Your rent is past due! And I know it was you who took my keys! Son of a bitch. That's the last time I rent to a metalworker. Go ahead, use the battering ram.
You sure?
Yeah, Jimmy, just knock the damn door down.
All right.
Crying out loud. Mr. Kowalski! Mr. Kowalski! Where the fuck?
This Tiffany uniform your guy. Looks like he won't be paying his rent anytime soon.
The fuck is wrong with you, huh? There's a dead man on a sofa, for crying out loud.
I know, Manny, I know. I was just,
You're sick. You know that? You're sick. Come on, help me move the body.
Hey, shouldn't the ambulance do that?
He's gonna start seeping into the cushions. I furnished this apartment. Come on, help me get him to the floor.
But then he starts seeping all over the floor.
Just shut up and help me move him.
All right. Hey, do you hear that?
Hear what?
That. It's kind of like humming. Like an electric current or one of those space heaters?
I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, it's coming from back here. It's getting louder. It's in the bedroom. Yeah, no, wait. It's coming from the closet. Yeah, I can hear it as clear as a bell. It's right about here.
Alfie, have you found any new cases for us today?
Not as of yet, Chief, but I'll check through my usual alert systems. No, none.
That's strange. Usually something pops up by now.
Perhaps there isn't a lot of crime today.
There's no such thing, Alfie.
Would you like to get some lunch while we wait?
You don't eat.
No, but I can sit there and watch you.
We really need to work on your social skills.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Sound like a creep.
I didn't say that.
I see you've decided to join us.
Alfie, Patrick had some time off this morning.
Brought Italian.
Oh, fantastic.
By the way, your intercom is blinking.
Intercom? What intercom?
The green square box attached to your office wall.
What? Nobody calls us through that thing. Let me see. A previous police chief got this, but it's been out of commission for ages. I think you pressed this.
Get here fast! Something just took my friend! Disappeared into the closet and swallowed him up!
Did he just say the closet ate his friend?
That's what it sounded like.
And you thought it was going to be a slow day, Chief.
Well, he didn't have addresses, but I spoke with former Chief Sanchez, and he said that there were only 2 people who received intercoms. The first was the late Carl Penn. He was New Toska's first mayor. He was so worried about gangsters wiretapping calls that he insisted on this secure line.
Gangsters wiretapping?
Calls, yes. This intercom can't be listened in on. It can detect if it's been compromised and switches channels instantly, or at least it used to.
Like a burner phone.
Like millions of burner phones.
That's pretty ingenious.
Not really. I mean, I can easily do...
Ingenious for the time, Alfie.
Yes, of course, Chief.
And who's the other person?
The other would be Keely Jeffrey, the scientist who created the first blue caps.
I didn't realize she'd settled in New Toska.
She didn't. At least, not out of her own volition. The world governments, before they banned it as the Coalition, flew her and several of her contemporaries here. They wanted to maintain oversight of the operations, so this is where Jeffrey conducted her experiments. But after her ideas got traction, she received threats. She'd call the station on the intercom when she was in trouble, and they'd send over a patrol.
I know about that, but I fail to understand why anyone would threaten the one person who could save the world.
Not everyone thinks the world should be saved. Saved.
Chief, you said that already.
Alfie, bring me the intercom.
Here you are.
This machine can't be hacked, and it doesn't trace calls. At least, it wasn't designed to. But I think there's a way we can still locate the caller.
Chief, why didn't the department keep records of her address?
They did, but Jeffrey requested that information be deleted. She preferred to live off the grid.
I mean, after those threats, who could blame her?
I know, but I'm pretty sure we can trace where she lives.
Wouldn't it be easier if I tapped into the street cam systems? I might be able to find her that way.
No, Alfie, you can't. She became a hermit. Chief Sanchez said she never left her home. But if this intercom worked as multiple phones, it should be equipped with nanotech. The bots should be encased within. I think the caller's information is still saved in this machine. If we turn it over, we can pry it open from underneath.
Didn't know you were a technophile.
Have you seen my coworkers? Okay, now we can remove the PCBs. Alfie, I'll need your help. I'm going to open the casing, and I need you to gently remove the small glass discs. They're no bigger than the head of a pin. The nanotech are inside them. Patrick and I won't be able to see them, but you can.
Got it. I have miniature tools inside my index finger that should work.
Great. Okay, here we go.
Okay. I have most of the discs. Just a few more. Got them.
Okay. Now I need you to look inside each nanobot and tell me which diodes have been activated.
I can see a few that are showing activity.
Are you able to see the serial numbers?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Read one of them for me.
N-275-49645.
Show me a holo of the entire schematic and magnify it. Okay. See the diodes that have been activated? All right, Alfie, can you tell us where the signal leads?
Yes, I'm using nearby radio towers to triangulate the signal. It's not far from us. In historic downtown, on the east side. I can drive us there.
Let's go. I seriously doubt Jeffrey is still alive. I mean, she would be in her 90s by now, and I've no idea who left that message on the phone.
Maybe it's a relative of hers.
Or someone who took over the lease?
We're almost there. That tall building is the location.
Looks like it's fallen apart.
A lot of these buildings have been around for over 50 years. My guess is Jeffrey's place is one of the oldest.
We're here. I believe the first floor is for leasing only. We should check the second one. Look, that door was battered open.
There's a body. He's cold.
Death occurred 26 hours ago.
Check the apartment! We have a 1054. Repeat, 1054. Need a unit!
There's a burly man whimpering in the bedroom. There he is in the corner.
Are you okay, sir?
He disappeared. He just up and disappeared.
Who disappeared?
Jimmy.
Tell us what happened.
I'm not even sure I fucking know. I smoked half this pack here waiting on you. Me and, Jimmy, my security guard, we busted in. So Angelo's body over there, I don't even know how that happened. We had nothing to do with that. But when we walked in, we seen he was dead on that couch. And then Jimmy, he thought he heard something, so he came back here. And, he opened the closet door. And then I heard this noise.
What kind of noise?
I don't know. It was like a humming, only real loud, like one of those industrial fans or something. Shit, I sound like a fucking crackpot.
No, Mr.
DeLuca, Manny.
We believe you, Mr. DeLuca. Alfie, can you have EMS check him?
No, I'm fine. If you got everything you need from me, I'll be heading home. Just sweep the apartment and see if maybe you can find any trace of it. He's been a good friend, and would hate to see him go out like that. The place is yours.
The apartment was run down. Upholstery on most of the furniture was tearing in several places. Yellow stuffing creeped out from the seams. To the right of the living space was a second bedroom. It looked ordinary by all accounts except for a trap door underneath a braided wool rug. It flushed against the rest of the floor and its edges were nearly invisible, so it was difficult to detect. Whoever made this door went to a lot of trouble to keep it a secret. Olivia pushed against the hatch and opened it. We stepped down into a space that was surprisingly large. Inside, there were schematics and plans for dozens of experiments. Blueprints lined the walls. Some of them were designs for the first few blue pods. At the center of the room were two large workbenches with tools. Machines, parts of what appeared to be prototypes that were halfway through completion. Against the back wall was a shelf with family photos and trinkets.
This must have been Jeffrey's workstation.
I would say so. She left so much work behind. I mean, most of these are not even finished. Let's go through everything. Maybe we can figure out what happened to Jimmy.
Why would she have so many framed photos down here? I'm going to take a closer look.
Don't you think you'll find a better lead from her actual work agent?
If you want information, you study data. If you want the truth, study people.
Alfie, did you get an ID on that body?
Yes, his name was Angelo Kowalski.
Do you have any records for him? Who he was related to? Why he was living here?
His father was Anton Kowalski, a construction worker, and his mother's name was Faye. Records show she was Jeffrey's sister.
He was her nephew.
It appears that way. Yes, Chief.
He might have been taking care of Jeffrey in her old age.
Probably, but the question is what happened to Jeffrey? We never received any notice of her death.
I can't find any in my databanks. Either she's still alive...
Which is unlikely.
Exactly.
Or someone covered up her death.
Do you suspect foul play?
I'm not sure, Alfie. There's no sign of that here.
It doesn't mean it didn't happen.
No, it doesn't. Let's keep searching.
Chief, I just read these files. 2,000 pages on how to create an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
What?
An Einstein...
I heard you, Alfie. I'm just stunned.
Looks like Jeffrey had more tricks up her sleeve than we expected.
Yeah, seems that way. Why the hell was she trying to create a wormhole and to where?
Maybe she wanted to find another habitable planet for humanity.
Maybe. What else does the file say?
They say a wormhole would require a tremendous amount of energy to sustain itself. Otherwise, the bridge will collapse on itself.
How much energy?
The kind only a star can provide.
She couldn't have pulled that off. Could she?
Records indicate success.
My God. But how did she do that without destroying the entire planet?
She built a shield around it.
How?
The math is complicated, but she created a magnetic field using liquid iron, and the energy itself was developed using artificial lightning.
Wait, she created her own lightning?
Yes, using an exceedingly powerful generator, much stronger than the ones we used to power the city. But I don't see anything like that here. Perhaps she dismantled it and destroyed the parts.
Maybe.
But there's something else you should know. There's only enough energy to support the bridge for a few hours. After that, it collapses.
What do you mean it collapses?
It disappears. At least until the next cycle.
Well, how often do the cycles appear?
They're irregular. The next one will appear in a few hours, but the one after that won't appear for 6 months.
Alfie, do your files say anything about what's on the other side? Of the bridge, I mean.
No. Surprisingly not. My guess is that the experiment didn't get that far.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
What do you mean?
Look at this shelf. There are framed photos, yes, but there are also necklaces, pendants. IDs. Even this music box, look at it. Complete with a dancing ballerina.
Do you think...
Yeah. It's a trophy room.
You don't suppose Jeffrey...
I don't know. I mean, it depends on how old these trophies are. Alfie, can you scan these items for fingerprints? Date them for us? Alfie. Oh, for crying out. Olivia, can you...
Alfie, can you scan these items for fingerprints and date them for us?
My pleasure. I've matched the fingerprints to the birth registries. It appears that most of these are members of the Jeffries family. Except for that one.
This ID right here?
Yes.
Vincent Pishardi. Says he works at the metal factory nearby.
Same as her nephew.
The items are not very old. They range from 3 years to just 6 months.
It couldn't have been Jeffrey then.
No.
Which makes Angelo the prime suspect. Of course, all of this is just circumstantial.
Chief?
Yes, Alfie.
I think I just located another trapdoor.
Where?
I was scanning the wall behind the shelf. Part of it has been hollowed out. Right here. There should be a way to open it.
Let me see. There we go.
This room was small and dim. The walls were lined with shelves of keepsakes. More trophies, no doubt. On one rack sat a small plush rabbit. It wore a striped orange sweater with the name Baby Cass stitched on it in blue thread. The sight of it made me shudder. Olivia and Alfie headed over to a computer. Despite how unsettling the stuffed toy was, I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Here it is!
What is it?
What we've been looking for. Video logs that Kowalski kept. Most of these are him trying to conduct experiments.
I've been following the schematics that were left in her notes, with limited success. I asked her for help. She doesn't seem to know much about what's going on. Old, you know. But the science, she'll never forget that. I guess you never forget your first love. So anyway, if I use the
I'm gonna
coils...
skip over to the next one.
I did it! I followed the instructions exactly like she said. I had to run current through the entire building.
He used the building as a generator?
It worked! Oh, that insane old woman! Oh, she gave the world another treasure. Oh, well, she gave me another treasure. Oh, that old crow had one more song in her. Yes, she sure did. Woo! This is really happening. So, I've been doing some experimenting on my own. My mentor, may she rest in peace, is no longer with us. But you know, that's all right. I'm a smart man. Just as smart, if I do say so myself. I can do... No. I will do this. Okay. I don't actually know where the portal leads. So, I decided to, use some volunteers, quote-unquote volunteers, if you will. So I have Maestro over here. Well, that's just, what the neighbors call him. Such a dumb name. Yeah. Anyway, so this kitty cat is going to be time traveler numero uno. Aren't you lucky? Yeah, you like head scratches, don't you? Yeah. So, don't know what to expect exactly. I guess we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, so, the trial was a success. If you want to call it a success. No, I like to be positive. We're going to call it a success. Maestro first I tied a special rope on Maestro's collar. It's light, so he wouldn't feel uncomfortable. I took every precaution to make sure all this was done in a humanitarian way. No animal cruelty, such. So, anyway, Maestro crossed. I brought him back. We did this a few times. All went well. And I left him there for a few days. Just to make sure. And man, it's a good thing I did that. Because as you can see, just a bunch of bones. So, there's clearly some stuff I need to research and investigate, whatnot, before I do this myself. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Well, we shall see. So, after running a few animal tests, I've learned that things don't last very long on the other side. Cats last only a few days, dogs even less. This one parrot lasted longer, but after that, ended up just like the others. I don't know if something is killing them or what. Maybe a parasite. The thing is, we don't know what we're dealing with. What types of creatures live on the other side, but something's getting them, and that's for sure. Hey, sorry I haven't logged anything for a while. Many months, I know. I've just been out of sorts, and this one guy at work, Vincent, is really getting on my last nerve. He says I'm not cooling the sheet metal properly. Man, who gives a fuck about that, you know what I mean? Are some metal cooling techniques gonna revolutionize the world? I don't think so. You know what's gonna revolutionize the world? This right here. These logs and experiments. That's what's gonna change everything. It's going to change the universe. Fucking sheet metal. Today is a cause for celebration. I brought some champagne, and I am going to pour myself a generous glass because I discovered something new. Something groundbreaking. I think there's a difference in time between our world and what's on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah, no shit.
And today, I joined the ranks of all the great scientists. I'm like Da Vinci, Einstein. Only better, because they couldn't cross into other times. I can, or rather I will. It's best not to get too excited. Can't get ahead of myself. Hey everyone. So, I'm here again. I'm going... fuck this. I can't do this shit right now. I gave years of my life to that place. Fucking years. Look, you see this right here? You know what that is? It's my final paycheck. That's what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna tear this up. Who needs you? Who fucking needs you? You know who this was? This was that fucking Vincent. Had it in for me since day one, man. No, he was complaining to management about me, but I didn't do nothing about it because I'm a nice guy. I believe in taking the higher ground. And I'm even-tempered too, you know? But I guess that's just what happens to you when you're nice. You get shit on. Man, you know what? I can't do this today. Just fuck it. It's done!
Jeez, there's blood on his face.
Bitched and squealed, but I got him. Don't worry, I didn't kill him. We got into a scrap is all. Nah. I didn't have to kill him. That's the beauty of science. It does it for you. My family says they're worried about me. They don't have to be worried. Worry about yourselves, I tell them. They asked me about Aunt Kay. If they bothered to visit her more often, they would know she was dead. I didn't bother telling them anything about her. I was the only family she really had anyway. They're gonna get what's coming to them. I guarantee it. You wanna hear some shit? I'm gonna give you some shit. Okay, so today, as I was continuing my experiments, I got a phone call from my ex and her new husband. Air quote, husband. Okay? This bitch, she has the audacity to accuse me of following her making late-night phone calls. You think a scientist has time for that shit? Please. I got bigger things on my plate. Much bigger. Anyway, she and her husband said that they were going to call the cops on me if I didn't stop. I didn't even know what the fuck they were talking about. Call the cops on me. Oh, and get this. Here's the best part. I heard a baby crying in the background. A baby! That bitch told me she never wanted kids. I mean, what a fucking hypocrite. And now she wants to play house with some meathead and a kid. What a waste. Seriously, you know what? I'm not even going to sweat it. That's beneath me now. I know exactly what to do with her.
Olivia, you okay?
You better play the rest of these before I bust this computer screen.
Yeah, sure.
You see this little brown vial? Carfentanil goes a long way, baby. A little bit of this in an air vent, and that'd be all she wrote. Then I just dropped them off. Destination nowhere, maybe everywhere. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. Don't look at me like that. I gave them an injection. It's not like they'll starve to death.
Fuck!
He's crossing them over.
Yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
Chief, there's no telling how long they've been
Don't
there.
say it, Alfie.
I won't. It's just that, well, it's best to prepare ourselves.
I know. They have a baby.
We'll have to go in after them.
Alfie, you said the bridge will open in a few hours, right?
Yes,
Exactly how many?
3. But we still have a time dilation issue to consider.
I haven't forgotten. What do you propose, Alfie?
I don't know.
We can't just leave that family to die, not just them. You saw those trophies, dozens of them, all of those innocent people. I mean, God only knows what they're going through, and we're wasting time.
We'll figure this out. But we can't do it alone. Is there anything in Jeffrey's work about circumventing time dilation?
If there is, it'd be in our lab.
Or in Kowalski's other recordings? There's a few we still haven't seen.
You watch them. Alfie and I will search in the other room.
Okay.
Check the rest of the drawers, Alfie, and let me know what you find.
Nothing in these drawers. Let me try that desk over there. It's locked.
You can pick it, can't you?
Already did.
Anything interesting?
More blueprints, scraps of paper. Some of these experiments look questionable.
Questionable?
I don't know if the government would have approved. Not officially, anyway.
What kind of experiments?
Some of these involve chemical weapons, viruses, and other dangerous elements.
Jeffrey was involved in biological warfare?
Tangentially, it seems.
What do you mean?
Well, none of these are written in her handwriting, and even the digital printout, it's not her style. I became well acquainted with her idiosyncrasies when I studied the other files. These were created by someone else.
Who?
There's a card attached to the bottom of this folder. Lucrezia Kurtz, Qualtech scientist.
Qualtech. Why does that sound so familiar?
They're the company who makes utility masks, the ones used in the unprotected zone.
That's right. Why would a company that makes utility masks make biological weapons?
I'm not sure.
I don't like the sound of any of this, Alfie.
Neither do I, Chief.
So did you find anything else, Patrick?
I went back to some of the files you had previously skipped. He disappeared more people than those trophies indicate. Most were family. The Jeffrey's line, it's gone.
Shit.
But we did find someone that might help solve our problems, and we have an address this time.
That's great.
Only issue is the solution might be more dangerous than the problem.
In what way?
I don't have time to explain. We need to get going. Alfie can fill you in on the way.
asymmetrical 800-foot tower with a dark, reflective surface. Nothing suspicious about this at all.
This place is amazing. You know, synth forms are created in places like this.
Doesn't surprise me.
You know I could crush you, right?
Seriously, you two? Stop it. We're almost there. The card says he's in suite 3201D. We'll take the elevator. There it is.
That's the office.
Hello. How can I help you?
Dr. Kurtz was a tall woman with shocks of gray hair at the temples. She had a rumpled nose that seemed out of place with her angular features. When she opened the door, she gave me and Olivia a quick once-over, but she couldn't seem to take her eyes off Alfie. Dr. Kurtz, we're with the NTPD. We knew Keely Jeffrey.
New? So she's gone then. Please come in, just remove the books off the chairs and have a seat. So, tell me, did old age finally get her, or was it one of her experiments?
To tell you the truth, we're not sure, Dr. Kurtz. We heard about her death from one of her relatives.
Oh, don't tell me it was that insane nephew of hers.
Well, yes. In a matter of speaking. You knew him?
So he's gone too then?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Good riddance. Something wasn't quite right about that boy anyway. Always trumping himself up. You know what I mean? And Keely, she was really up there in years. Still, it's a shame to lose such a treasure like that.
Yes, it is.
So you worked with her?
Yes, I did, back in the Blue Cap Project days. How did you all meet her?
We opened an investigation regarding the disappearances of several people. The crimes involved unorthodox experiments.
What makes you think I can help you with that?
Dr. Kurtz...
We found your contact information in Dr. Jeffrey's home. We thought...
No, I'm sorry. I can't help you with that. I worked with Keeling decades ago, and we only touch base every now and again. I can't help you with her work.
Dr. Kurtz, we're not implying anything, but we do have a serious issue we need your help with.
Listen, whatever crazy experiments Keely and her nephew came up with, it's not going to be in my purview or my interest.
Dr. Kurtz!
Miles, I need you to escort some visitors out of the building. My colleague will see that you can find your way out.
You're seriously not going to help us?
It's not my area.
We haven't even told you what...
Hello, I'm Dr. Almas. If you'll follow me, please.
Just like that, huh?
I can't help with this work. It's not my area. No, I won't do it. No, I can't.
We'll have to figure out another way to bring those people back across the Rosen Bridge.
The time dilation. It's too dangerous. We won't make it, not even me. I was built with a lifespan shorter than humans. 30 years tops.
I know, Alfie. You're fail-safe.
In case you go rogue?
Precisely.
You passed the elevator, Dr. Almas.
I know. We're going to use another one down the hall.
Why?
A precautionary measure.
All we have to do is leave the building.
I know, Chief Shepard, but I have to follow protocol. My apologies. I hope you understand.
Sure. Do your job. Dr. Almas, why did you stop the elevator?
Listen, this is the only elevator without surveillance, but we need to talk fast. I can help you cross the bridge. You'll need an Alcubierre warp drive. It creates a pocket in space-time, so you won't feel the effects of time dilation, though they may be occurring all around you.
I thought the AWD was only a theory.
Oh, for over a century, yes, until we came along.
We?
Qualtech. We produce a lot of cutting-edge technology, and you've even dabbled in synthetics like Alfie, but most of what we do benefits the public.
What do you mean, most?
We really don't have time to discuss this now, but trust me when I say that you need a warp drive. It's not a gear a ship switches on like you see in science fiction. I mean, warp drive is is an air pocket, and you wear it like a suit.
Like a spacesuit?
Yes.
Well, where can we get one?
Well, you don't really get one.
Then how do you use it?
You find one. They're everywhere.
What do you mean?
Well, there's subspace all around us. You just have to tap into it, find the right equation.
What is the right equation?
Well, that all depends.
Depends on what?
Well, a number of variables.
Oh, good grief.
Look, if you tell me where your bridge is, I can meet you there in an hour, and I'll be able to figure out the equation for you.
It's at Dr. Jeffrey's home.
I know where that is.
Okay, Almas, but I have one question for you. Why are you helping us?
I have a debt to pay.
To whom?
Everyone. We've only tapped into the smallest fraction of subspace, but we've managed to create a detailed map of the areas we know. There are portals all around us, but it's like looking for a radio station in different cities. The frequencies aren't consistent, and the further you travel, the more they change. Okay, now give me your arms.
What for?
I need to inject you with a solution.
What does it do?
Well, it's a precaution. It will keep you nourished in case the journey takes longer than you anticipate.
Dr. Almas, the portal will open in 5 minutes. Can you find the equation by then?
Yes, I think so. I just need to focus for a minute.
What's all this?
Oh, these are my tools.
That looks like a keyboard.
Oh, there are different ways to unlock the combination, and I use music.
Fascinating.
Are you sure this is going to work?
Oh, yes. I mean, I have to get the timing right, but it should work. Okay. Let me see. Vs equals the velocity of the moving frame, and Rs is the radial position.
Do you think you'll be able to do this? And he doesn't seem too sure of himself.
I don't think we have another choice.
I've got it. It's here.
What's here?
Your suits.
What are they?
Do you see the spheres?
They're made of light.
Oh, energy, actually. Billions of particles of pure energy.
They keep changing colors.
Oh, they do that. Well, would you like to step in?
How?
Just walk right in. I mean, don't worry, they're quite safe.
This job keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Okay, I've sealed you in. Now, no one else can occupy this space with you. These suits are meant for one person only, or else they'll disintegrate. Now, I want you to head to the portal. It should be opening any second. The energy will move with you. It's part of your body, well, for now at least.
This feels strange.
It's not so bad.
Okay, I'll open the door for you. You should be safe in your energy fields, but listen to me very carefully. You are traveling 1.3 billion miles away. This portal will only stay open for about 2 hours. You have to return before it closes, or you'll be trapped until it opens again.
That won't be for another 6 months.
But we have our suits to protect us.
Well, the particles are unstable. There's no guarantee that the suit will hold for that long. You have to make it back.
We will.
Good luck, agents.
What I'm about to say probably won't make any sense, unless you've time traveled. But I'll try to explain. When we first stepped inside the portal, we couldn't see anything because the light around us was blinding. It felt warm at first, but the temp increased steadily until it was almost uncomfortable. I closed my eyes, shielding myself from the blazing energy, but I could still see it radiating through my lids. Then it stopped abruptly. What followed was complete darkness. Not just an absence of light, but the absence of thought. Everything. There was a deep emptiness that I can still feel if I think about it. Then I saw light again. Tiny points suspended in black ink. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me, but the points grew larger, brighter, and they were all around us.
Are you seeing this?
Yes.
Chief, I have no frame of reference for this.
Don't look at me.
The lights drifted aimlessly for a few moments before coming together in lines. then in waves, then in concentric circles around us. We, in effect, were inside a circle within like an infinite number of circles.
Is that us?
Except the circles weren't circles. They were us. Long, stretched out, mirror images of us. This should be scaring me, but somehow it isn't.
I know the feeling.
We walked in that space for a long time. I hadn't realized how long until Alfie snapped us back to reality.
We're running out of time, Chief. I think we need to head back. Though, here, I don't know if back exists.
That's when I noticed movement in the distance. Look, there's somebody up ahead.
Where?
There. Do you see them?
Oh, yes. I think I do.
Follow me.
We're not getting any closer. How does movement work here? Why didn't Elmas tell us about this?
I don't think he knew.
Hey, can you hear us?
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Hey, can you hear us?
Hey, over here!
They heard us. We're in a sphere. I think acoustics still apply. My guess is that sound travels a lot faster here than we do, but I don't know how we're going to bring them back.
Well, wait! Alfie, they're coming. They're coming! Over here! No, they're really fast. Do you see how fast they're walking? How are they doing that?
They're almost here.
I can't believe we found someone. Oh, thank God. I thought we were alone.
We were trying to get to you, but...
Traveling takes longer when you first arrive, especially coming from your direction.
What?
I don't know. Lots of things work differently here. Look at me. I was in my 30s just yesterday.
Listen, we need to move if we're going to get you back safely. We have to head back to the portal.
You can take us back?
Yes, we can. Let's go.
Hold on. I need a minute.
We're almost there. It won't take that much longer. You can do this. Come on.
I can't. I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, Irene, please. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. It's okay. I'm okay.
Irene, I'm so sorry.
Agent Dale.
I know, Alfie.
There's not a lot of time.
I know!
Let's go. I'm not gonna let my baby die here.
That's not gonna happen. You heard her. Let's go.
I can't keep going, Agent Dale.
No, you can do this.
I'm done. Promise me you'll take my daughter back across the bridge. Promise me you'll take my Cass back.
I promise.
Mommy?
I'm so sorry, Cass.
Patrick.
Cass, I need you to look at me. I'm gonna take care of you now.
Where are we going?
We're going home.
There's the portal. I see it. It's closing. Run!
Ah, you made it! Oh, let me help you all up. Oh.
Is everyone okay?
Oh, and who's this young lady with her head buried?
Cass. Cass?
Yeah, I'm okay. Follow the continuing story of Argon by subscribing to the podcast at argonpod.com. Argon, an Ambermane media production, is written and directed by Jeannie Floyd. Vocal cast for this episode include Les Weiler, Blanca Gomez, Adam Marrero, Robert Salas, Christian Huey, Mike Moody, Chelsea Cummings, Sarah DeSoto, Laurie Moses, and Jeannie Floyd. Thanks for listening.